Turned to my friends and went, I almost got arrested. I almost got arrested.
This is the show where we answer your questions, but if it gets too deep, we say don't go there.
Hello! Hello! And welcome to another Don't Go There. We are here with Liz Kinder.
Hi.
Woo! She is a performer at the parks as per usual.
Oh, it's funny you're not drinking, but you have an Old Bay hat on.
If you get too deep, I'll hit you with the poop pillow.
Okay.
That is the theme of this show. The poop pillow comes flying at your face if you get too deep.
Yeah.
It's already happened once, a couple times. Okay, so we're gonna start with your life.
Yes.
When did you realize that you wanted to be a performer?
It was 5th grade, because I had my whole life planned out. I spent a whole week at home, so this story came up a lot, which is why I'm like, I know this answer. So 5th grade, I had my whole life planned out. I was going to go to the Naval Academy in Annapolis, and I was going to train to be a pilot and join the military, and that was where I wanted my life to go, and I was totally all about it, and I was going to be a Blue Angel. And then we did Shakespeare in 5th grade, and I was Nick Bottom in A Midsummer Night's Dream, and just immediately was like, or I could pretend to fly airplanes and not actually do that and not be yelled at by scary people whose whole job is to just scream at you for days on end.
Like that never happens in theater.
Oh, okay.
I feel like at least then I'd be like, I earned that. It's not like a qualifier. Like I walked by a bunch of the plebes, the freshmen, and they were standing there literally just being screamed at by their superiors, and I asked whoever our adult was why they were being yelled at. I was like, oh, what did they do wrong? And they went, nothing, that's part of their training. And I went, but they didn't, so they didn't do anything wrong and they're still getting yelled at? And they were like, yeah. And I went, I don't think I like that.
So, did you go to college?
Yes, I did.
What college?
I went to Shenandoah Conservatory in Winchester, Virginia, and got my BFA in acting.
Awesome! That's so great.
Do your parents act at all?
No, but they're musical. They met because they were both playing like in different bars and stuff. They both play guitar, they both sing. My whole family's very musical.
Do you have any embarrassing college moments?
Oh my god. I'm sure there's just embarrassing life moments, I feel like. And then how many of those are like paired into the college years. Oh, I did have the time I almost got arrested during Apple Blossom, because there's this huge festival in Winchester called Apple Blossom, and it's like the second largest parade to Mardi Gras, which I don't know if I believe that. Someone look that up. And so the whole town shuts down, and basically everyone just drinks for like 3 days. So I was 20, still underage, and we were all walking around with these jugs, because you can't have open alcohol containers, so it was a jug, and I had like strawberry Sunny D and far too many shots of vodka in it. And we were walking down the street downtown, and they had chairs set up for the parade, and I like She-Hulked and just went down and started knocking chairs over. I like threw over a police barrier, was just ah! And then a police car pulled up, and I was like, oh my god, this is it. I'm going to prison. And he walked up and he went, why are you acting like a fool? And I went, I'm sorry. I don't know. He went, if you act like a fool, I'm gonna treat you like a fool. And I went, that seems fair. That's fair. And he went, go clean that up. Oh, he asked what was in my jug, and I was like, strawberry Sunny D. He went, anything else? And I went, I don't know. And I like, started tearing up and was like, I'm not gonna graduate. I'm gonna go home. My parents are gonna be ashamed of me. I'm gonna be arrested. Like, oh my god, this is it. And he went, go clean that up. And as I was like fixing everything, he got back in his car and drove off. So like, by the grace of God, he just decided I was not worth his time.
Oh my god.
And I turned to my friends and went, I almost got arrested. I almost got arrested! And they sobbed in the street. Like, just, whenever it came up the rest of that night, it just, I was like, yeah, I'm a badass. And I did not live that down for a very long time.
Did you have any guest service jobs?
I worked retail.
You did retail?
Charmin' Charlie. I don't know if you've
seen it. I don't know what that is.
It's an accessory store where it's actually kind of cool, where you walk in and each table it's organized by color. So there's like
Oh.
a blue table, and there's all the blue purses, blue earrings, jewelry. It's like a little better Claire's. I was a secretary for my mom's. She has a physical therapy clinic, and
okay.
I like answered phones and made appointments for people and did scheduling. So I guess that's kind of gift services.
Yeah. Where are you from?
But I'm from Annapolis, Maryland.
Okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
When did you decide to move to Florida?
I think it'll be 3 years in February. And I had just finished a tour of Christmas Carol. So I was home in between jobs. I'd just broken up with a boyfriend and was like, I have zero life plan. I think someone asked me what I wanted for New Year's, and I was like, to know what the hell I'm doing with my life. So I was in a really great place. I was working a music gig at one of the Renaissance fairs down here. So there was some music group and they needed somebody to fill in. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And it was that like 2 weeks in January where everyone had auditions. Like Disney had like 7,
that's
and
right.
Universal had a ton.
Yeah.
So I was like, why not? I need a job. And went to Universal and got called back for Beetlejuice.
Yes.
And totally was like, Cleo, got it. Like the cool street girl, on it. Alto, got it. And they were like, sing Fantasia. And I was, she's the pink girl, and I don't want to.
Yeah. She's
really
pink, and she's skrelty.
And really pink, and that's really high. She's really pink. They offered me seasonal. By May, a full-time contract opened up.
So going back to auditioning,
Yes.
what was your audition experience like?
For Universal, it was pretty chill. It was just like I don't like stressing out over auditions. I get nervous, of course I do, and that's the worst. But I remember like I'd send in my headshot and everything, and the song I did was Meghan Trainor. Boy, look me in that face. Tell me that you're not just about this face. You really think I can be? Your lips are moving. That one.
Oh, wow.
Because Cleo raps, and I had seen the show, and I was like, I'm gonna go for her. So I like did my research, and knew I wanted to do that, and knew that the arrangement I had was for a piano, and I was like, it's literally just like a bass note every 4 counts. So it was like, if you don't know what you're doing, I'm screwed. And whoever the accompanist was amazing. And she was like, yeah, okay, cool. And was excited about it. And I was like, okay, here we go. And we got up and we started to do it. And I got like a sentence into the rap and literally was like, tell me that you're not just about this bass. I'm sorry, I'm so excited that it just worked. Can we start over? I could not contain it. And thankfully it was Colleen behind the table who just ate it up and laughed at everything. So it went really well, and I like started over. It was like, okay, business. Now let's do it for real. Like, got it out of my system. Now let's do it. And so we did, and then she was like grooving. Colleen was grooving along with it and everything. Universal has always felt very supportive at auditions, which is great. Which is nice. And I mean, I think the most important thing to remember in auditions is that they want you to be good and they want you to succeed. So.
Yeah.
Go in and just do it.
Just do it.
Just leave it there.
Yeah. Are there any shows at the parks? Well, we just talked about Beetlejuice, but any other shows that you have done at the parks that have closed?
I don't think so.
They're all still open.
Yeah.
Job security.
Yes. She may or may not be trained in the one that has a picture behind you.
Yeah.
You can't see it in the frame.
There's a picture back here. That's really cool.
They can reference it in other videos.
I see.
Subscribe.
Any performance fails?
God. I fell on the stairs the other day. At the gig where there's small children and plastic weapons. And you're training them to push things away.
Yep, you have 1 minute.
We have 1 minute.
Just let's start it over.
I have one story that I want to ask you about if you're okay with it.
Okay.
It's my favorite story.
Okay.
It involves one of my favorite places, Starbucks. And your hair.
Oh my gosh.
Your hair is long now. And
It's much longer.
I know, it's super cute. And you're a stunt performer and you dress differently and just continue. You can take the story from next time.
Have you heard this? I'm sure.
Yeah, you told us at STP.
So here, back when my hair was much shorter and much butcher, and it was so cool. I miss it. I had
I liked that haircut.
the side of it totally buzzed. I had the
Yeah.
line in it and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I was hardcore. I was real hardcore.
I loved it.
And I had it like kind of spiked in this faux hawk, and it was great. And I was mistaken all the time for a lesbian and or a gay young man. All the time. Everyone thought I was a boy. All the time. And I was at Starbucks one time and walked up and did my whole thing, paid for my drink, went over to the waiting area, and I was standing there, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this very flamboyant young man look me up and down, and he went, And I literally just went, please, no, please. Please don't. And he like kept looking at me, and I was just like, I just want this. And couldn't go anywhere because I just needed my coffee. And he came up and he just went, too bad you already paid for your order. I'd like to buy you something sweet. And I went, I'm a girl! Like just like screamed it in his face, and he went, oh, I'm so sorry. And I went, I'm a girl. Oh God. And then they called for my drink, and because it was the name on my ID for my discount, they said Elizabeth, and I went, me, that is me, a girl's name, Elizabeth, that is mine, thank you. And like as I was leaving, I think he went, sorry, and I was like, don't worry about it, just.
I love that you're couldn't leave because you needed your caffeine.
But like I wasn't gonna, no.
Do you have a dream role?
I have a couple. Joan of Arc, George Bernard Shaw. I would cut my hair again for that.
Okay, we are graduating to the Twitter questions.
Okay.
And these are dire to your career.
Okay.
Yeah, they will make or break you.
Oh God.
What is the best Wi-Fi name you've seen?
Hide your kids, hide your Wi-Fi.
That's a real thing.
It happened on my first apartment.
If you could come up with buy one get one, what is the worst buy one get one free sale ever?
Tarantulas.
Creepiest thing a guest has ever said to you while walking by.
Oh, she wasn't walking by. She walked onto the stage at the end, so we're handing all the things out. And apparently the entire show, she had been trying to like get close to me, and I'd never seen this woman before in my life. And she came up to me and went, I have to tell you something. And I reflexively went, whoop, and like windmilled her and pushed her away, and then immediately went, have a good day. And like, just walked away and was like, I just pushed to guess. Like that was bad.
Toilet paper, under or over?
Over? Is that what this one is?
Yes.
The right way. Duh.
You just split the audience in half. What part of a kid's movie scared you the most?
I remember in E.T. when they come into the house at the end when like the FBI comes to take him away and everyone's in the
that
space
was
suits.
scary.
I just remember that terrified me. I was done. Like that was. And there's a lot of other scary stuff in that movie, but the space suits.
Pineapple on pizza?
No. No.
No.
Oh.
What if you could create a cult? What type of cult would it be?
Oh man. Wonder Woman.
A Wonder Woman cult.
Specifically, be a Themyscira like Amazon woman cult. Like the scene where they're at Themyscira, they're all trained, and it's just these badass women. And I was like, I want to go to there.
And the last question is the question that we ask everybody. If you could be any theme park attraction, Disney or Universal, what attraction would you be and why?
If I could make like my dream job ever, it would be a Jedi stunt show.
So kind of like Indiana Jones, but like Star Wars.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Can you imagine like freaking Boba Fett flying through like...
If she ends up with social media, I'll put it in the description below. You know where to find me. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Musical.ly, Twitter. That's all of them. Go find me. All at Endsley Ellis. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, comment down below what you would like to see next time. Like if you liked, like if you didn't like. Love you all. See you next time.